What is up, everyone? This is your guy Christopher Watson of Crack Media, and I really do mean what's up, as in like, what are y'all guys doing nowadays? Any project cars? Any other interesting shows that y'all watch? If you have any suggestions on any shows that I need to check out, drop a line down below, and I'd definitely like to watch automotive shows, so I will check it out. Today on the review, we will be talking about Gear Dogs, episode number 5. And this episode was actually quite interesting for two different reasons. One, this episode is a part one of a, I guess, two-part episode or two-part build. It's two parts in that the guy that Nate wants to work with, his name will be right here. He actually has a 1950s Chevy 210, which is like a wagon. I can understand how, you have a wagon, you put a big motor in it, big power. People won't believe that they get beat by a wagon. Nate he's approached by this guy that has a Chevy 210 wagon. This guy submits a video saying like, hey, I really want to be a part of the doghouse, so come check my car out. Well, Nate goes to check the car out, and for the most part, the car looks fine. The owner of the car says, hey, I've had it for a few years. It has a running engine, but I just don't have the time to put into it that I want to. Now, this guy has like a 3 or 4 car garage at his house, but it's full of junk. And he has a family that includes 3 girls, so I guarantee you he has no time to work on it, because his wife probably is trying to ask him to do stuff. His girls are probably ask him to do stuff, so he probably has like 5 minutes here and there. So anyway, he reaches out to Nate, and Nate's like, I really don't know if I want to take this on, because I don't know how much money I'm going to make. I'm trying to flip this car. Well, they finally agree on something. Nate asks for 35% of the profit, which Nate is thinking that if he does this bill right, he can make about $75,000 if they put about $30,000, $40,000 in the car. And at first, the owner of the car is like, 35. Actually, Nate says 45% at first, and the owner's like, nah, I can't do this. So Nate finally goes down to 35. Anyway, get the car to the garage, start pulling it apart, and it's a rust button. I mean, it's literally a rust button. The floor is falling apart. The entire chassis is just rusted. The entire chassis. So, I mean, the interior or the wheel well of the car was literally taped together so that it would just stay inside. And, Nate is like, dude, we can't rebuild this car. I mean, we're literally going to put as much money as we're going to make into this car, which would be no problem. So, this is the first time in 5 episodes that Nate was like, we're not trying to rebuild this anymore. Like, we're not doing it. So they actually take the car out of the garage and trash it, which is kind of crazy. Now, the other section or part of this episode is that this guy named Troy apparently was a friend of Nate's and actually had worked in the doghouse or worked at Culture Customs, and he passed away not long ago. Well, before passing away, he actually had a 1970 Super Bee that he was trying to restore. Well, his family approaches Nate, or Nate actually approaches the family and says, hey, I know Troy died, but I want to do something. So Nate actually opens up his, the dog's house doors and says, hey, let's let's rebuild this Super Bee, because that's what he would want. So 1970 Super B, they actually go a modern route. They actually get a modern 6.1 liter Hemi to put into the Super B. They do work to it, body work, engine work. The thing sounds like a beast. And I think, like I said, Nate and this Troy guy were friends. Now the family of this guy is like very, very thankful and very, very appreciative of Nate allowing them to come use the garage and use all his tools and stuff, because they were like family. So it seems like Nate is about money as far as the flipping goes, but he's definitely about building relationships with people. Like he said in the introduction and in every episode, he's like, I'm about building cars and building money, but I'm more about reaching these people. If I can bring in a few guys, a few girls that want to work on a car but build relationships with them, then we're going to build a community. And to me, that's what the car scene or car community is about building a community. That's why community is in the name of car. So whether you're like a mechanical genius or electrical genius or body genius, there's going to always be somebody that knows something else that you don't know and you can learn from. And that's the beautiful thing about cars. And then you have the different types of cars. You're going to have the people that are muscle car enthusiasts. You're going to have people that are import car enthusiasts. And I mean import as in like Japanese or Korean or things like that. You're going to have the luxury car enthusiasts or the German engineering enthusiasts. So there's different types of cars for different types of people, but it always brings us together. So I really like this episode because Nate showed a different side. And actually every episode isn't going to go the way that you think it should go. Like in this episode, they didn't have a car to flip. They just didn't make any money this episode. So we'll see on the next episode when this guy that brought the 1950s 210 wagon and it was a rust bucket, he actually finds another wagon, actual Nomad, which hikes up the price of the possible flip. The part 2 of this episode is actually gonna cover that, so we'll see what it does. Anyway, what do y'all think? What do y'all think about the car community as a whole? I mean, we hear family, we hear community all the time. Is that what y'all think? Do you think the car community is more like a family, or is it just cliquish, or what? Drop it down below, and I will be sure to meet y'all down there in the comments. So I want to thank y'all again for checking this video out, and we'll catch you on the next one. Have a great day, guys.